Hey everybody, wanted to share a little coffee with you. So if you have a pot on, you can grab a cup. And mine is a Starbucks Verona, and it tastes really good. And I thought we could talk about this fall and all the stuff that we have going on coming up. I wanted to share that with you here on the couch. So pull up a chair and join me. So this fall we have lots of stuff happening, and just kicking off right away, wanted to let you know about our fall Kick-Off Pizza Luncheon that's coming up on Sunday, September 18th. That's a week from this coming Sunday. We're going to do it right after second service from 12:30 to 1:30, and we're going to spend most of our time just connecting with one another. We have a worship connection time for about 40 minutes, and then just have just a 20-minute just update on all the things that we should know about being in worship arts ministry. Just a reminder of all the little things in keeping us accountable to one another. And just and also the things that that we can be excited about for this year, and how we can just worship and care about each other this year as we lead worship with one another. So there's our first update. The second thing I wanted to share with you is I'm starting kind of a discipleship small group. It's really kind of focused for those who are trying to understand where they are in their Christian walk, especially new believers, especially. So I've asked a few people to join me in this. But what it is, I'm calling it Running the Race, and it's all a discipleship small group based around three questions. And those questions are: who is God? Who am I? And what has God created me to do? All based around Ephesians 2:10, if you know that. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works. And these are three questions that, on the surface level, like, oh, I get who God is. I understand who He is in general, and I understand that, okay, God made me, and I'm supposed to do something. Well, but these are questions that we can come back to all of the time. We can come back to and go, okay, we can always know more about who God is, even when we think we've kind of got a grasp. He is an infinite God, so we're always diving deeper into who God is, and then also understanding more about not only did God make us, but He calls us children. He calls us His children, and which comes with all sorts of different things that we can explore, as well as He's created each of us uniquely to do different things. And so this small group is really about exploring our story, one, to see that evidence of who God is in our lives, but then also to see how He has spoken into our lives as being His unique children, and then how that plays out. How has He gifted and gifted us to do certain tasks or certain things that He's created us to do and be. So that is what it's all about. It's a small group setting. It's going to be starting on September 28th here at the church. We're going to try and do it in the worship lounge because I like couches and coffee, obviously. So this is decaf, by the way. And I'm limiting the space to 6 to 8 people because I really want it to be kind of that more intimate setting. It's really going to be, I want it to be a safe place where we can truly talk about our stories and go, oh, because of this, God has made me to do this, or because this is going on in my past or in my heritage, or how I became a believer. Maybe God's doing this. Maybe He's poking in this direction. And that's really what it's all about, is exploring with others. We're going to pray together. There might be even a little homework when you're gone, not too much for this. But I'm excited for it, and I hope got a couple of people on board, so that makes about 6 spaces left. if you're interested, let me know about it. Third, we are going to try and reestablish our youth band. Uh, I'm super excited for this. Carrie Adamson and Hunter Chapin are going to be rehearsing with them. We're going to start off with auditions, which are going to be on Wednesday night, September 21st from 6:30 to 8:30, kind of over that Crossroads time. So if you have a kid in Crossroads, they can come run down, audition quick, and head back. So there's that. Or if you're in group, you can come that night and come audition as well. And then the rehearsal times will be on Monday nights, starting September 23rd and going till October 24th, every Monday night, roughly from 6:30 to 8:30. And with the goal of being to playing on church on October 30th. So if you have any questions about that, you can contact my wife, Martha, who is trying. Maybe she's already contacted you. She's excited about it and wants it to kick off, and she's got all the information. You can email her at youthband@ccfdl.org. Yeah, so that's cool. And then one last thing for you guys is in October, on October 9th, way out there, but I want you to put it on your calendar, is a time also for us to connect as a worship ministry, to have some fun. We're going to have an afternoon out at Little Farmer, one of my favorite places in the whole world, because it's awesome. And we're going to do that, eat some apples, probably, I don't know, sometime in there, whenever their schedule is, probably between 4 and 5, or I don't know, whenever their hayride schedule is. We're going to do a hayride together, so we'll figure that out as well. So I hope you've enjoyed your coffee time with me. I know I enjoy my coffee time with you. And lastly, if you ever want to get together, I love talking about who God has made us to be, who God has made you to be, and answering some of those questions I talked about earlier about who God is in your life. Understanding, do you really get that He's crazy about you, that He loves you? And lastly, where is God poking you? Where is God leading you? What's that thing inside you that you just can't not do for God, if that makes sense? So if you ever want to get together and talk about those things, I would love to listen to your story. And if you invite me to just speak into that and to hear what's going on. Okay, so thanks, guys. Enjoy your coffee and the rest of your fall, and look forward to another awesome season of worship ministry. Thanks.